Hi, everybody. It's time for Rose Garden Radio, live from the very center of the universe. Canton, Ohio. Yay. What a special, special, special day it's been. And I hope you've had a special day too. I'm just over the top with specialness. Anyways, I have a great story for you. It just came in this afternoon, right on time, and I'm excited to share it. And Rose Garden Radio, if this is your first time, is a show dedicated to helping you shift from 3D to 5D, living your dream life fully from your heart. And it's all possible. And I share what I call pie stories, PIE, weekly to assist you with your own pie. So, anyways, here's a story that I got today. And it starts with me drawing a circle, which represents the pie. And I always put a dot in the center, which represents your spiritual heart. And this is where it all happens. Nowhere else. It doesn't start outside of you, it starts inside of you in your spiritual heart. So, uh, the story today, of course, I changed the names and some of the things, but it's a real story, and it's how someone found their path and for work for what they're doing right now, and they love it. So let me share it with you. So in this pie right now, I'm putting all these dots, and this is your pie. It could be a key lime pie, a coconut cream pie, cherry pie, whatever's your favorite pie. And it won't be your only pie, so don't worry, don't stress over that, because once you accomplish one pie, you're going to be on to another one. So that's the way life goes, and that's the beauty of it. It never ends. We always grow and expand. But the first thing is to, what I say is the first cut, the first slice. Now there's a pie that's already existing. That's all those dots. That's your 3D pie. That's what you're living right now. The good, the bad, the ugly, the neighbors that play their music too loud, or the boss you don't like, the money that's not enough, whatever. That's in your pie right now. And we're going to change that, okay? And it's as easy as pie. So this friend that came in, let's call them Tommy, um, was sort of just floundering around, and this was a number of years ago, but just sort of floundering around, wondering what should I be doing. They were partying too much, they were drinking too much, they were wrecking cars and buying new ones and just keeping that lifestyle going. And they're like, I need more. I need more. So that could be the first line. That's the first cut. I need to find work that I like, that pays well, that I can do. So the pie starts. Now, why is this as easy as pie? Because you don't have to do anything. Your spiritual heart and this fifth dimension draws all the pieces towards you. It's effortless. It takes no effort. However, you need to act on the pieces that come into your life that alert you and kind of get that sense. It's like a different language. It's the language of our hearts. And we're usually not taught that language. So this is a new language that it's easy to learn, but it is a little different. So Tommy was thinking, what can I do? Maybe I could work for the city. Maybe I can be a fireman or a police officer or a corrections officer. But then he realized, well, I'm a little old for that right now, because Tommy was close to 40. Now, I don't know for sure if that is too old, but he was feeling like it was too old, and that's what matters. So he thought about those things, and nothing came of it because of his age. And so, he started to make some changes. He started to get some new friends and spend less time in the bars and less time, wrecking cars and all that stuff. And started to change his life a little bit. And says, who is Tommy? What does Tommy like to do? And then one day, his father said, son, I need to go to Belden Village. You need to pick me up. He was in Akron, and you need to drive me to Belden. There's a special glasses that I need to get, and the only place I could get them is there. I need to look at some frames, and I need to pick up a shirt, and it's got to be Belden. So Tommy's like, okay, Dad, I'd do anything for you. And he went and picked him up, and they were driving to Belden Village, and all of a sudden, there's that kind of like that circle that off of 77 that you kind of come around, and they were behind this really big truck with a trailer behind it. And all of a sudden, Tommy saw the wheels of that truck just pull up, and he's like, whoa, I better back off here. I think something's coming. Something might happen. His dad's like, Tommy, what you doing? Why are you slowing down? What's going on here? So he just explained, I don't know, but I think that truck is about to flip over. And sure enough, it did. It flipped right over on its side and off the road. And Tommy and his dad were the only ones around. And so Tommy's pulled over. He didn't know, what, if it was a dangerous situation. He didn't know, maybe is it gas or diesel or what's trickling out of the truck. He just knew that there's a person that might need my help. My gosh, and they called the 911, but nobody was there at first. So Tommy ran over to help this guy, and he climbed up on there, and he looked in. Are you okay? He says, yeah, I'm okay. He says the guy was talking on his phone, and he says, I'm okay, but my leg's stuck. I need help. He says, okay, I'll go get you some help. He says, no, don't leave me. Don't leave me. Just stay here until help comes. And Tommy's like, okay. He says, I could probably break out the window and maybe get you some help. And just then he started to hear the sirens approaching. So he says, you're okay. The help is coming. Just stay calm. Stay calm. And so that's what this guy did. He wasn't hurt, but it was in a bad situation. And Tommy remembered seeing the underside of the truck. Okay, and it interested him. But in that moment, he realized, trucking, that's what feels right for me. I'm going to be a trucker. And he did. So one of my points today is you never know. You're thinking about one thing, you're thinking about another thing. You're kind of eliminating, maybe helping the universe, eliminating some of your possibilities. But when the right thing comes around, you're gonna know it. You're gonna feel it. And that's another very important thing I want to point out. Now, when Tommy was in here and he was telling me his story, about finding what he wanted to do, one of the things I want to mention is a very important piece is just imagine, why do you want this new job? Well, Tommy said, I want to feel secure. I want to feel like I have enough resources to do what I want, when I want. So I really want peace. I want a sense of peace. So Miss Lorana said, Tommy, just feel that right now. Feel that sense of peace. You have the job that you want, your dream job. You don't know what it is, and it's okay. But what you do know is how it's going to make you feel. And that's a huge, huge piece to the language of the heart. If you can feel the end result, and you don't need to know the specifics because that surprise is coming, right? It's coming your way. That's all you need to do is feel the end of the result. When you have this special job, this new life, how are you feeling in that new life? And that's all you have to do is feel that feeling. And all those pieces will magically magnetize towards you, okay? So Tommy helped this trucker realize that he wanted to be a trucker. And ironically enough, and maybe some of you have seen this before, it says, want a job in trucking on these trucks? Call this number. So there was a number on this truck, even though it was on its side. Tommy saw it. He wrote it. He wrote it down. He texted it to himself. And after he took got finished taking his dad to the Belden, they carried on, and the next day he called that number, and he started the beginning of what has been a long, happy, successful, lucrative career for Tommy. Yay! That's how it is. Now, Tommy has a new pie. Is this his only pie? No, he loves pie. He loves growing. He loves continuing his life. There's more in store. It might not be another career, but there's all sorts of things that are in your dream life. So think of each piece as a pie and create that pie. It's as easy as pie. You don't have to do a thing but follow the breadcrumbs that you already left for yourself, okay? I love you guys. I hope you're enjoying this day. I'm going to pack it up here and go for a bike ride, and then maybe work in my garden a little bit. So I love you all. Keep dreaming, because it's not a dream. It's for real. Okay, you guys, until the next time, have a beautiful, beautiful week. I'll see you again. Love you.